Marcus, an anxious human student, arrives at an intergalactic academy on a distant planet. Encountering bewildering alien norms, his innocent smile sparks disruptions among extraterrestrial peers. As he strives to intertwine human resilience with alien intellect, the Golden Observer's gaze hints at deeper cosmic truths. Will Marcus balance ethical dilemmas to uncover Earth's unexpected destiny? Asterisk. If you want to dive into real stories of parallel realities every day, in enigmatic, technological worlds that are completely different from our planet, subscribe to our channel and leave your like. Well, let's go. Marcus stood before an expectant alien audience, a sea of iridescent eyes fixed upon him. Aliens of varied forms and sizes crowded the immense amphitheater, an architectural marvel with walls that seemed to breathe with luminescent energy. The sleek, metallic surfaces of the room shimmered under the ambient lights, lining the periphery with reflective hues. The sheer scale of the arena, alien yet staggeringly beautiful, was a stark contrast to any human auditorium Marcus had ever seen. His mouth felt dry, and his palms were clammy. The nausea of stage fright clung to his insides, but he summoned what little courage he could muster. Marcus, a young man of barely 25 with sharp blue eyes and unruly brown hair, stood tall despite the erratic pounding of his heart. With his compact frame and a demeanor that teetered between determination and palpable anxiety, he began introducing Earth and its diverse biomes. As you can see on this holographic map, Marcus gestured towards the 3D projection hovering above the stage. Earth is a planet with diverse biomes ranging from tropical rainforests to arid deserts. The moment he smiled, trying to offer a friendly gesture, a shockwave of murmurs rippled through the audience. His smile, an innocent attempt to connect with the crowd, caused bewilderment and even dramatic fainting among some of the alien students. Their exotic forms slumped onto the floor, others backing away in alarm. Why was his smile so unsettling? Little did Marcus know, he had just ignited a cultural collision of galactic proportions. The audience, consisting of beings from myriad planets across the galaxy, exhibited a dazzling array of visages, some with multiple eyes arranged in fractal patterns, others with iridescent scales that shimmered like liquid crystal. They embodied evolution's wildest imaginations, each representing tales unknown to humankind. Marcus tried to regain his composure as he noticed Valora, sitting in the front row. Valora was an insectoid student from Savoria, her exoskeleton a rich cobalt blue, her multifaceted eyes reflecting an array of colors as they fixed on Marcus. She had an air of curiosity unique even among her peers, often known for her keen interest in Earth's flora and fauna. Chaos momentarily reigned, and Marcus's mind raced with thoughts. The implications were clear. He was not just representing humanity but was now facing the Herculean task of restoring order and bridging a vast cultural chasm. His attempt to humanize himself through a smile had backfired, sending alien protocols into disarray. Marcus embarked on a mission to restore order, fielding curious and occasionally frightened questions about human biology, resilience, and primitive hunting methods. Each explanation left the audience oscillating between fascination and sheer terror. The aliens were particularly bewildered by the concept of primitive hunting methods. Visions of human ancestors chasing prey with spears and traps seemed archaic and violent to their advanced sensibilities. Their own cultures had evolved past such rudimentary survival tactics, relying instead on highly sophisticated, often nonviolent means of sustenance procurement. Marcus took a deep breath, his mind piecing together how he might explain human resilience. Humans have developed a unique resilience from Earth's diverse environments, he began slowly. We've endured glacial eras and desertification, innovating continuously to adapt and survive. The holographic display now showcased images of glacial terrains, arid deserts, and teeming forests, each biome highlighting the incredible evolutionary and adaptive traits of humanity. Marcus's eyes scanned the crowd, taking note of varying degrees of shock and awe. It wasn't just Earth's flora and fauna that intrigued them, it was humanity's indomitable spirit and adaptability. The audience, though initially frightened, now seemed captivated by tales of human endurance, volcanoes erupting, earthquakes shaking cities, and humans still pushing forward, rebuilding, and thriving. Marcus caught sight of Valora, who leaned forward, her antennae twitching with curiosity. She represented the ideal audience member, intrigued yet cautious, embodying the balance Marcus sought to achieve. But his moment of connection with her was fleeting. As Marcus continued navigating through a barrage of inquiries, he caught sight of a mysterious golden figure observing him intently from the back of the room. This figure exuded an aura of authority and enigma, his presence marked by the intimidating sophistication of his attire. A flowing golden robe adorned with intricate alien glyphs that seemed to pulse gently with a life of their own. The golden figure, whose eyes were shrouded behind a shimmering visor, had an air of unspoken wisdom and authority. His elongated, gracefully constructed frame suggested an alien lineage steeped in ancient wisdom and arcane knowledge. Raising more questions in Marcus's mind, he pondered, who was this golden observer? Could he hold the key to understanding the galactic reaction to Marcus's innocent gesture? The golden figure's presence cast a shadow of mystery over the proceedings, making Marcus acutely aware of the intricacies and stakes involved in his cultural exchange. Marcus's presentation finally came to a close. The lilac-hued director of the academy, whose iridescent skin radiated a calm yet commanding light, stepped forward to accompany Marcus. The director, with her gentle yet firm guidance, ushered Marcus towards his new quarters while the alien crowd dispersed, their chatter a mix of lingering shock and newfound curiosity. Navigating through the academy's impressive facilities, Marcus was awestruck by the cutting-edge technology and advanced resources at his disposal. The corridors were lined with displays of information, holographic tutors, and even floating robotic assistants ready to aid students in their studies. The walls themselves were interactive, displaying a constantly shifting mural of cosmic phenomena, nebulae, black holes, and planetary systems, each depicted with breathtaking clarity. Marcus's thoughts were awhirl, contemplating the implications of living and thriving in this alien world. Every interaction here was loaded with the potential for misunderstanding, discovery, and learning. Amidst the awe, a part of him felt a profound sense of loneliness, an awareness of his singular position as a human representative in this vast, interconnected civilization. Reaching his quarters, Marcus was greeted by a sleek, high-tech room that defied the standard notions of architecture. The furniture seemed to morph at his command, adjusting to his comfort. The walls displayed a panoramic view of the academy's exterior, a sprawling complex situated on an alien planet's luscious landscape, with sky-piercing spires and floating platforms suspended amidst swirling gas clouds. In the solitude of his high-tech room, Marcus reflected on his profound experience. He grappled with the mind-bending reality of his circumstances. The air within the lecture hall seemed to thrum with an uneasy energy as Marcus noticed the flurry he had unintentionally caused. Alien beings, of every hue and form, whispered in their myriad tongues, their eyes, some with pupils that shimmered like liquid metal, others almond-shaped and gleaming, darting with a mix of wonder and apprehension. The sheer intensity of their scrutiny bore down on him like a palpable weight. Marcus could see how his smile had triggered such a cacophony of reactions, a simple human gesture met with such a profound misunderstanding on an intergalactic scale. Restoring order was paramount, and Marcus steeled himself to face the barrage of questions that flooded his way. The first question, fielded by an aquamarine-skinned student with bioluminescent markings that pulsed in a rhythm likely tied to her emotional state, struck at the heart of the confusion. Why do humans show their teeth when expressing pleasure? Is it a signal of aggression? Marcus took a deep breath, trying to organize his thoughts in a manner that would be accessible to such a diverse audience. He explained, for humans, smiling is generally a gesture of friendliness. It can express happiness, gratitude, or to establish a connection. It's not meant as a threat. His words seemed to only partially ease the tension. The complexity of the situation dawned on him. What was benign on Earth could be interpreted as menacing or perplexing here. A creature that looked like a conglomeration of crystalline structures addressed him next. Its voice resonated with an eerie, harmonic quality. Tell us about the resilience of humans. How do they survive the extremes of their environment? Marcus nodded, acknowledging the complexity of the query. He began recounting humanity's adaptability over millennia, detailing how humans have evolved and innovated to live in deserts, Arctic tundras, dense forests, and urban landscapes. We don't have thick fur or scales to protect us from the elements. Instead, humans have developed technologies and created clothing to withstand different climates. We've learned to farm, build shelters, and tame fire. Our resilience lies in our adaptability and resourcefulness. The audience oscillated between fascination and unease as Marcus delved into human ingenuity. Some alien beings leaned forward, their multifaceted eyes reflecting dimensions Marcus could only guess at, while others recoiled slightly, their forms shimmering with apprehension at the concept of harnessing fire and altering environments. A being with translucent skin, revealing a network of bioluminescent veins underneath, raised a delicate, webbed hand. You mentioned primitive hunting methods. How does a creature without natural weapons hunt? Are you saying humans would wage warfare for sustenance? Marcus shifted, aware of the moral and ethical lines this conversation could thread upon. He described the tools early humans invented, spears, traps, and the use of teamwork. He explained the transition from hunting and gathering to agricultural societies, emphasizing human innovation and the ethical considerations that arise with hunting in modern times. We hunt for survival, not sport. Over time, our methods have evolved to ensure sustainability and balance within our ecosystems. Modern hunters often operate under stringent regulations to prevent overexploitation of animal populations, Marcus clarified. A collective murmur rippled through the hall. It was clear Earth's dynamic shift from nomadic hunter-gatherer tribes to advanced agricultural civilizations was a concept both fascinating and fearsome to the alien audience. Mark that the notion of humanity's ethical evolution could potentially challenge deeply held beliefs and practices in other cultures. Throughout his explanations, Marcus noticed the reactions were as diverse as the beings present. To some, his words painted a species of impressive adaptability and innovation. To others, it highlighted a potential threat, a species that could manipulate environments, harness fire, and exhibit resilience that bordered on stubbornness. As the queries continued, an iridescent being floated to the front of the hall, its limbs resembling delicate filaments waving gracefully. You speak of resilience and ingenuity, but what about your social structures and hierarchies? Do these play a role in your adaptability? Marcus described various social structures on Earth: tribes, monarchies, democracies, and corporations, each evolving with time to meet the demands of changing societies. He touched upon the complexities of human social behavior, the organization of communities, and the principles of leadership and collaboration that helped humans thrive. Humans have an inherent need for social connection. We form communities to pool resources, share knowledge, and protect one another. Our social structures adapt just as our technologies do, facilitating our survival and progression. As he spoke, Marcus could sense the audience's conflict, admiration intermingled with fear. The realization that humanity's path of survival was a blend of collaboration, conflict, and ever-evolving ethics seemed to resonate deeply, raising questions about their own practices. The session continued with each question peeling back layers of what it meant to be human. Marcus discussed technological advancements, healthcare, and even the climatic challenges Earth faced due to industrial expansion, weaving a narrative that balanced humanity's capacity for both success and self-destruction. One of the final questions came from a being whose skin shimmered with metallic hues, and whose eyes glowed with an inner light. It is fascinating, but also terrifying, to consider the impact of such adaptability. How do you ensure that your resilience does not lead to the destruction of your own homeworld? This question struck a chord with Marcus. He admitted the ongoing struggle humanity faced with environmental concerns, climate change, and the ethical dilemmas of technological advancement. We are constantly learning. As our technological reach expands, so does our awareness of the consequences. Ethical considerations and sustainable practices are increasingly becoming central to our development. It's a balance we strive to achieve. With the discussion drawing to a close, Marcus hoped he had provided a comprehensive understanding of humanity, shedding light on their complexities while acknowledging their flaws. He had navigated a maze of cultural perceptions and ethical concerns, offering a glimpse into the human spirit's resilience and adaptability. As the lecture dipped into silence, Marcus couldn't shake the feeling that they had only scratched the surface of the cultural and ethical tapestry that wove together the existence of each species in this galactic congregation. The air was thick with unspoken thoughts, and Marcus sensed a lingering curiosity that hinted at deeper, more profound discussions waiting to unfold. With a glance around the hall, taking in the enigmatic gazes of his alien audience, he felt both a sense of accomplishment and an awareness of the vast journey still ahead. Every answer he provided had piqued further questions, each step of understanding revealing more layers of complexity and intrigue. He left the lecture hall with a mixture of confidence and curiosity, knowing that his path in this interstellar academy would be paved with challenges and discoveries, an ongoing journey of unraveling the enigma of existence across planets, cultures, and civilizations. A palpable tension hung in the air, not unlike the charged atmosphere before a thunderstorm on Earth. Marcus could feel the many alien eyes boring into him, each pair reflecting an array of colors and emotions: curiosity, apprehension, and something he couldn't quite place, a blend of awe and fear. The innocuous act of smiling had sparked a tumult of emotions among the alien audience, leaving him grappling with a whirlwind of existential and ethical questions. Yet amid this chaos, his focus kept gravitating towards a singular, enigmatic figure at the back of the room. A golden being who watched him with unblinking intensity. Marcus's eyes were drawn to the being's shimmering form like a moth to a flame. The figure stood completely still, adorned in a robe that seemed to be made of countless, interwoven strands of light. The entity's skin was a rich, molten gold, faintly radiating an inner luminescence that flickered like a candle caught on the edge of a breeze. The eyes, though, commanded the most attention. They were reservoirs of deep, shifting golds, eternally fixed on Marcus, full of inscrutable wisdom and latent power. As he continued fielding questions, Marcus couldn't shake the feeling that the golden figure was somehow different from the rest. The alien students who surrounded him were a menagerie of multicolored, multifaceted beings, each with its own peculiarities. However, the golden observer possessed an air of authority and sovereignty, as though they were both a part of and transcendent to the rest of the audience. Throughout the session, Marcus managed to navigate through the queries using a blend of scientific rigor and affable candor, striking a balance that calmed most of his listeners. But with every passing minute, his thoughts continually circled back to the Golden Watcher. As the session drew to a close, the alien students slowly dispersed, leaving Marcus to pack up his presentation materials. He moved with methodical care, using the time to process the wild array of questions and reactions. Then, in the hushed silence of the now empty hall, he sensed a presence behind him. Without turning, he knew who it was. "You handled yourself remarkably well," came a voice, smooth and resonant, not from behind him but from within his mind. Startled, Marcus turned swiftly, his gaze locking onto the Golden Watcher. In close proximity, the figure seemed even more enigmatic. The golden aura that surrounded it was mesmerizing, and though it stood just a foot taller than Marcus, it emanated an immense presence that dwarfed its physical form. The air around the being felt charged, almost electric. You're speaking to me telepathically?" Marcus stammered, regaining his composure. The golden figure inclined its head slightly, a gesture that radiated both acknowledgement and subtle amusement. "Yes, Marcus. My name is Kalir, and I am a gilded sage, one of the custodians of the Intergalactic Academy. Your introduction of Earth's cultures and biologies has proven illuminating." As Kalir spoke, Marcus noticed subtle shifts in the golden flux that skittered across the sage's skin, adding layers of meaning to his words. "Illuminating how?" Marcus questioned, eager to grasp the import of Kalir's statement. "Humanity's resilience and adaptive capabilities are unique, but your culture's interpretation of such ordinary acts, your smile, for example, has shown us facets of existence that we had not entirely comprehended," Kalir explained, his eyes narrowing as if peering into more than just Marcus's physical form. Marcus's mind raced, collating Kalir's words with the earlier chaotic reactions. The simplicity of a human smile had inadvertently highlighted the intricate balance of communication within intergalactic cultures. In this academy, composed of beings from across the cosmos, a gesture as commonplace as a smile carried unheard of implications. Each alien race could interpret it radically differently, sometimes with unforeseen emotional consequences. As Marcus absorbed this, Kalir walked closer, every step exuding gravitas. "Intercultural adaptation isn't simply about comprehension, it's about empathy," the sage continued. "Your presence here challenges us, forces us to see through another lens, a task that is both daunting and revelatory." Kalir's pronouncement stoked the embers of Marcus's thoughts into a roaring blaze. He had come to the academy hoping to learn and integrate, yet he now found himself at the very heart of an interstellar discourse on empathy and mutual understanding. It was both a terrifying responsibility and a thrilling prospect. How could he, a lone human, navigate this labyrinth, armed with nothing but his innate humanity? The sound of doors sliding open broke his introspective reverie. The lilac-hued director, whom Marcus now knew as Director Saphira, approached with an inquisitive yet respectful smile, eyes darting back and forth between Marcus and Kalir. "Marcus, I trust your first session was enlightening," she said, her tone carrying both formality and warmth. "I would like to introduce you to our technological wing. Your lodgings and personal laboratory are prepared." Marcus nodded, momentarily torn between his conversation with Kalir and the new mysteries that awaited in his specially designed quarters. Kalir seemed to sense his hesitation and offered a reassuring nod. "Go with Director Saphira. We will have another opportunity to continue this dialogue soon, Marcus." The ethereal cadence in Kalir's voice lingered in Marcus's mind as he followed Saphira through the expansive corridors of the academy. Each hallway was a masterpiece of architectural design, blending organic shapes with advanced technological interfaces. The walls themselves seemed to be alive, displaying real-time holograms of celestial phenomena, shimmering with the light of 1,000 stars and distant galaxies. They arrived at a colossal door, its surface adorned with intricate patterns that shifted and changed as Marcus approached. Saphira placed her hand on a glowing panel, and the door responded with an elegant, silent glide. It opened to reveal Marcus's new quarters, an epitome of futuristic sophistication. The room was expansive, yet intimate. A massive window provided a breathtaking view of an alien landscape, flamboyant purple forests juxtaposed against a sky streaked with vivid hues. In the center of the room stood a sleek, adaptive bed that adjusted its form to the contours of any being, surrounded by floating shelves laden with knowledge capsules and relics from countless civilizations. Holographic interfaces adorned the walls, ready to assist with any query at a moment's notice. "My quarters are incredible," Marcus confessed, the awe unmistakable in his tone. The room was far beyond anything he had imagined or even seen in Earth's most advanced facilities. However, his thoughts quickly turned to practicality. But how will I communicate effectively when everything here is so advanced? Saphira's eyes twinkled with understanding. The technology is designed for intuitive use, Marcus. Adaptation and resilience, those qualities you so artfully presented, will serve you well here. The interfaces will begin to understand your preferences and assist accordingly. As Marcus stepped off the stage, the murmur of voices and the rustle of alien limbs followed him, a symphony of curiosity and confusion that had not yet settled. The lilac-hued director, a being of elegant grace and seemingly endless patience, gestured for Marcus to follow. Together, they left the lecture hall, its vast, arched ceiling adorned with intricate carvings that shimmered with an otherworldly light. These carvings depicted the rich history of the Academy, a place where knowledge from across the galaxy converged, creating a nexus of cultures, technologies, and philosophies. As they walked, the director offered Marcus a quiet but reassuring presence, sensing the whirlwind of emotions that swirled within the human student. Marcus, still processing the dramatic reaction to his presentation, found solace in the calmness of his guide. His mind, however, was restless, teeming with thoughts about the challenges he might face in this alien environment. The Academy, though beautiful and awe-inspiring, was also a labyrinth of potential misunderstandings and cultural faux pas, each step a delicate dance on unfamiliar ground. The corridor they traversed was a marvel in itself, an architectural wonder that seemed to defy the laws of physics. The walls, composed of a material Marcus could not identify, were translucent and pulsed with a soft, internal glow. It was as if the very fabric of the building was alive, responding to the presence of those within it. Occasionally, Marcus caught glimpses of other students and faculty members moving through adjacent corridors, their forms distorted like shadows behind frosted glass. The director led Marcus through a series of doors that opened silently at their approach, each one revealing a new facet of the Academy's technological prowess. One room housed a vast library, but instead of physical books, there were floating holographic texts, constantly shifting and reorganizing themselves in midair. The director explained that these texts could be accessed by simply thinking about a specific subject, and the relevant information would materialize before the reader. Marcus marveled at the efficiency and elegance of such a system, imagining how this technology could revolutionize learning on Earth. They continued deeper into the Academy, passing through a laboratory filled with equipment that seemed to blend biology and technology in ways Marcus had never seen before. Scientists of various species worked meticulously on projects that involved the manipulation of living matter, creating new life forms and enhancing existing ones. The director paused briefly, allowing Marcus to observe a team of researchers who were synthesizing a new type of bioorganic material. This material, the director explained, was capable of self-repair and could adapt to different environments, making it ideal for constructing habitats on hostile planets. Marcus's mind raced with possibilities as he considered the implications of such technology. On Earth, such advancements could solve many of the challenges humanity faced, from climate change to space exploration. But he also recognized the potential ethical dilemmas that could arise from manipulating life in such a profound way. The director seemed to sense his contemplation and assured him that the Academy held strict ethical guidelines to ensure that all research was conducted with respect for life and the natural order. As they continued their tour, Marcus was introduced to the Academy's communication center, a vast chamber filled with orbs of light, each one representing a different world or civilization within the galaxy. These orbs hovered in midair, constantly shifting and rearranging themselves in a complex dance that symbolized the ever-changing relationships between these distant places. The director explained that this was the Academy's primary method of maintaining contact with the broader galaxy, allowing instant communication across vast distances. The center was also where students and faculty could connect with their home worlds, exchanging information and participating in discussions that spanned light years. Marcus was struck by the realization that, despite the Academy's remote location, it was deeply connected to the galaxy at large. This place was not an isolated institution but a hub of knowledge and culture that played a crucial role in the ongoing dialogue between civilizations. Finally, the director led Marcus to his new quarters. The door to his room opened with a soft chime, revealing a space that was both minimalist and advanced. The walls were smooth and metallic, with panels that glowed faintly in response to his presence. A large window offered a breathtaking view of the Academy's grounds, which extended far into the distance, merging with the alien landscape beyond. The sky was a deep indigo, dotted with unfamiliar constellations that hinted at the vastness of the universe Marcus now found himself a part of. The room was equipped with the latest technology, much of which Marcus had only heard of in science fiction. A console near the bed allowed him to access information from across the galaxy, as well as communicate with other students and faculty members. The bed itself was made from a material that conformed perfectly to his body, ensuring a restful sleep regardless of the planet's gravity or atmosphere. As Marcus explored his new quarters, he couldn't help but feel a sense of wonder and trepidation. The technology surrounding him was incredible, far beyond anything Earth had achieved. Yet, with each new discovery, he was reminded of how alien this world truly was. Every piece of technology, every architectural detail, had been designed by beings with minds and sensibilities vastly different from his own. Adapting to this new environment would require more than just learning how to use the tools at his disposal. It would demand a fundamental shift in his understanding of the world around him. The director, sensing Marcus's unease, offered some final words of encouragement before departing. "You are here to learn, Marcus, but also to teach. Your presence here is as much a gift to us as it is an opportunity for you. Embrace the unknown, and you will find your place among us." With that, the director left Marcus alone in his room. The door closed softly behind him, leaving Marcus in silence. He walked over to the window and gazed out at the alien landscape, his thoughts drifting back to the events of the day. The reactions of the other students to his smile, the overwhelming technology, and the mysterious golden figure who had observed him from the shadows, all of these experiences weighed heavily on his mind. As the night settled over the Academy, Marcus felt a profound sense of isolation, but also a spark of determination. He knew that his journey here would be filled with challenges, but it was also an opportunity to grow in ways he had never imagined. The Academy was a place of infinite possibilities, and if he could navigate its complexities, he would emerge stronger, wiser, and more connected to the universe than ever before. Marcus turned away from the window and lay down on the bed, the material molding to his form with a comforting embrace. As he closed his eyes, he allowed his thoughts to wander, imagining the countless worlds and civilizations that existed beyond the stars. He was just one human among many alien beings, but he was determined to make his mark, to bridge the gap between cultures and show that even in the vastness of the galaxy, humanity had something unique to offer. In the quiet of his room, surrounded by technology that defied his understanding, Marcus felt a sense of purpose begin to take shape. The academy was a place of learning, but also a place of transformation. And as he drifted into sleep, he knew that this was only the beginning of a journey that would test his limits and redefine his place in the universe. The room's lights dimmed automatically, leaving only the soft glow of the console and the distant stars beyond the window. Outside, the academy hummed with life, a microcosm of the galaxy itself, filled with beings of every shape and form, each one seeking to understand the mysteries of existence. And in the midst of it all was Marcus, a human student far from home, ready to face the unknown and find his place among the stars. In the solitude of his high-tech room, Marcus sank into a chair that adjusted itself to his form with a subtle, almost sentient grace. His thoughts swirled like the galaxies he had seen mapped on the Academy's elaborate holographic displays. The room was awash in soft, ambient lighting, casting a mesmerizing glow on the sleek, metallic surfaces that shimmered with an ethereal energy. Marcus couldn't shake the feeling of awe that had enveloped him ever since he arrived. The Academy was a marvel of architectural ingenuity, seamlessly blending various alien technologies into a harmonious whole. Yet, despite the wonders that surrounded him, a heavy weight settled in his chest. The events of the past few days played out endlessly in his mind, a mental loop that refused to be paused. His presentation had been an eye-opener, not just for the alien audience but for Marcus himself. He had come to the Academy with the intent to learn, but it was becoming increasingly clear that he had a unique role to play, a bridge between disparate worlds. It was a responsibility he hadn't anticipated but one he felt compelled to embrace. Marcus's thoughts drifted to the diverse beings he had encountered. The room remained silent, save for the soft hum of advanced machinery operating in the background. It was a sound that, oddly enough, brought a sense of comfort. Every device, every piece of technology in this place, was designed with purpose and precision. It was a testament to the Academy's commitment to fostering understanding and progress. Taking a deep breath, Marcus focused on the events that had transpired during his presentation. The reactions of the alien students to his smile had been bewildering, almost surreal. Smiles, a universal gesture of friendliness on Earth, had triggered a wave of confusion and fainting among the extraterrestrial audience. It was a moment that underscored the fundamental differences in perception and communication across species. As he pondered this, Marcus's gaze settled on a small, intricate device resting on a nearby table. It was a translator, a complex piece of technology that allowed for seamless communication among beings of various origins. He picked it up, feeling its weight in his hand, marveling at the intricacies of its design. This device, much like the Academy itself, symbolized the potential for unity amidst diversity. Marcus's mind wandered to the mysterious golden figure he had glimpsed at the back of the room. The figure had exuded an aura of authority and intrigue, igniting a curiosity that Marcus couldn't ignore. Who was this observer? What role did he play in the galactic tapestry of the Academy? These questions added another layer of mystery to Marcus's journey. In the quiet of his room, Marcus felt the first stirrings of determination. He understood that his time at the Academy would be filled with challenges, both anticipated and unforeseen. He would need to navigate a labyrinth of cultural nuances, technological marvels, and complex social dynamics. But he was ready. His experiences thus far had fortified his resolve, instilling in him a newfound sense of purpose. Marcus stood up, moving to the expansive window that offered a breathtaking view of the Academy grounds. The landscape was a blend of alien flora and meticulously designed structures, a testament to the Academy's commitment to harmony and balance. He felt a deep connection to this place, a sense of belonging that transcended the boundaries of his home planet. As he gazed out at the alien world, Marcus's thoughts turned to the concept of resilience. Humans had always been a resilient species, adapting to various environments and circumstances throughout history. This inherent adaptability would be his greatest asset in the days to come. He would draw upon the strength and spirit of humanity, using it as a cornerstone for his interactions at the Academy. Marcus knew that his journey was not just about acquiring knowledge. It was about sharing the unique perspectives and experiences of Earth with beings from across the cosmos. It was about bridging the gaps between worlds, fostering understanding, and promoting mutual respect. This realization filled him with a sense of excitement and trepidation. He thought about the lessons he had learned so far. Each interaction, each moment of cultural exchange had been a valuable learning experience. He had come to understand that communication was more than just words. It was about gestures, expressions, and underlying intentions. The incident with his smile had been a stark reminder of the complexities involved in intercultural communication. Marcus felt a surge of determination. He would approach each challenge with an open mind and a willingness to learn. He would embrace the unknown, diving headfirst into the tapestry of intergalactic life. And in doing so, he would contribute to the larger goal of harmony and cooperation among the stars. The day ahead would bring new opportunities and obstacles. Marcus would need to navigate the intricate social structures of the Academy, build relationships with beings of diverse origins, and adapt to the technological advancements that surrounded him. But he was ready. His journey, he realized, was just beginning. With a sense of purpose igniting within him, Marcus turned away from the window. He moved to his desk, where an array of holographic displays awaited his attention. Each screen projected information and data, offering insights into the various aspects of Academy life. It was a wealth of knowledge, a treasure trove of information that Marcus would delve into with enthusiasm. As he settled into his chair, the room seemed to hum with a renewed energy. Marcus's fingers danced across the controls, accessing the Academy's vast database. He knew that every piece of information, every bit of knowledge he acquired, would be crucial in his quest for understanding and integration. The narrative was reaching its culmination, but for Marcus, it was just the beginning. The ultimate lesson was clear. Accepting differences and pursuing shared knowledge was the path to harmony in a universe teeming with diversity. He would embody this lesson, becoming a beacon of adaptability and resilience. Marcus's journey would be filled with intrigue, exploration, and discovery. It would be a testament to the unending quest for understanding, the pursuit of knowledge that transcended worlds. The Academy was a microcosm of the galaxy, a place where beings of all origins came together in the spirit of cooperation and learning. As the chapter reached its conclusion, Marcus felt a sense of fulfillment and anticipation. The mysteries of the Academy, the secrets of integration and resilience, awaited him. He was ready to embrace the challenges, to navigate the fine lines between worlds, and to uncover the true essence of adaptation and discovery. The room was filled with a palpable sense of potential. Marcus's journey was a testament to the power of resilience, the strength of the human spirit, and the unending quest for knowledge. It was a journey that would reveal the secrets of adaptation, offering profound insights into Earth's unique place in the galactic panorama. The path ahead was filled with possibilities, each step a new adventure in the vast expanse of the cosmos. If you liked this story based on real events, subscribe to our channel and don't forget to like it. Here you can dive into a different reality every day, where anything can happen. Comment below what kind of story you would like to hear here. Thank you very much for your attention. We are the Sci-Fi family.